love the channel and find it useful in becoming a happy retiree. Subscribe today. Bill joins us from Canton. Bill, good morning. Welcome to the show. How can we help? What's going on?
Excuse me. I had my assets, equities allocated reflecting the U.S. economy, which is within a couple of percent, like 65% large cap, 25% mid cap, and 10% small cap. I think it's a couple of percentages off. If I were to add international and emerging markets, what percentage rates should I have in there, and how often should I reallocate that?
Well, the question you're saying is that really how much should you have if you're trying to have a portfolio that reflects the entire world? Yeah. I think is what you're asking. What would the percentages be? Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't be 65% U.S. because the U.S. is not 65% of the world economy. It's less than that. So if you were to go and look at something like the MSCI ACWI ETF, let's say, as an example. MSCI is just Morgan Stanley Capital Index. ACWI is All Country World Index. Mm-hmm. So this is a measure of, to some extent, the percentages of countries around the world. Mm-hmm. And if you look at that ETF, it's about 52% U.S., 47% outside the U.S. So it's about half U.S. The other half is non-U.S. If that makes some sense. And here's the breakdown though. The outside of the U.S. is about 23%. A lot of that's Europe. That's the UK and developed Europe. But then you also have a pretty significant piece in Asia. So it's Japan and other Asian countries, and then emerging markets. You would have South Korea included in that too. So the whole ACWI, All Country World Index, about half is international, mm-hmm. outside of the U.S., and then of that international, about 90% of that is developed, and about 10% of that is emerging markets. And if you really want to have that a representation of the entire world, what you're finding is, or where to do that would be an ETF like the MSCI ACWI All Country World Index. Hi, I'm Wes Moss, and thanks for taking a minute to hear about what's so different about my new book, You Can Retire Sooner Than You Think. So unlike other retirement books, this book will give you a step-by-step guide, whether you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s, to learn from what these successful and happy retirees did to get there. I hope you enjoy the book, but more importantly, I know that it'll help you retire sooner than you think.